You know what I think I like about Halo Forge? So it's kind of like Minecraft for adults, for us older folk, in our early 20s who really aren't into the whole like Legos for tweens thing,
I don't know what that's about. Have you ever seen Lego architecture?
No,
Those get
actually.
crazy. Those are like $100 sets of like Legos, and like they're really complicated. Like they get crazy.
People spend hundreds of money on that.
I know. They actually buy them.
Thousands.
That's why they keep buying them.
I remember somebody shattered one of these Lego statues that took this guy like a year to build.
Oh yeah, no, that was like 2 years, right?
2 years? I don't
like
know. I think it was like for a Disney movie or something.
Wasn't it that Pets? Not Pets, but
no,
Zootopia.
Zooland.
No, not Zoolander. It was Zootopia. Wasn't it that like Fox character guy?
Yeah, I think it was that Fox guy, and
Fox.
like this kid, he just walks up to it because he's a kid and does his kid thing and knocks it over like on the first day of it's being displayed.
That's so terrible. That is awful. I imagine like what you spent the last year or 2 or even 3 working on, and then some little kid just walks up and like, hey, like.
So basically, like with anything of our passions and dreams,
basically little kids doing what
to a middle schooler.
No, not middle schoolers. But anyways, about Forge.
I like it. I haven't messed around with it. Don't know a thing about it. Kind of looks like a content creation for your average Joe. What I don't like, though, is that this game did not release with Matchmaker for you to join games easily. Like, I had to join a match to play with other people by finding them online. I had to go through the Halo waypoint, and I had to find them by joining a Discord app, which, by the way, made my phone buzz a million times before I had to turn off the notifications. Because so many people are saying, looking for a group. It reminds me of the World of Warcraft days. But, I just wish they would have added that in before they released this.
Yeah, I mean, they did say they were going to add it later. But, I mean, let's just take a second to talk about the current game development idea right now. That we're going to make a game, we're going to promise a lot of stuff, and then we're going to release the game with maybe about half that content, and then promise to finish it, and maybe finish it.
They probably never will. I think this is just a way to see and test the waters if people would actually buy a Halo game on PC, which, news alert, yes, they would. I just think it's a little sad that you have to jump through so many hoops just to find a game to play with other people. And I get it. It's not a full release of Halo, but it is something. And I think as far as, for the fans, it would have been the right thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, after, not giving them anything for over 10 years, it would have been nice to have a full-on thing. Now, how quickly they get this out to everybody, we'll see. And also, if they're even going to re-optimize the game quite a bit. I mean, look at what happened. I mean, no one paid for this game, which is, at least on PC, no one did, right. Which is kind of a thing. But, like, remember what was that Batman game, Arkham?
You're thinking of Arkham Knight for
Arkham
the PC,
Knight.
How terrible of a port that was. I remember I built this computer specifically so I could run Arkham Knight. And luckily, Witcher 3 was a thing, because if not for that game, I'd be pretty mad right now, because components aren't cheap, and they promised a lot of things.
And didn't they still, not...
No, they ended up never fixing it. What they said was, hey, just add more RAM. You don't have enough RAM. Clearly, our game is so amazing that you need a minimum of 12 gigs of RAM.
That's pretty shit. I mean, people were hyping for Fallout 4, and their minimum was 8?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was 8. I like Fallout. I'm a big Fallout fan. But they always did try to at least appeal to their players. And right now, a big problem is, if you guys are up on it, Sony has decided it's not going to allow for mod support for Halo 4 or Skyrim from Bethesda, because it was promised that mods are finally going to come to consoles. And now Sony is saying, you ever seen that Jonah Hill meme where he's during some award show and he's kind of doing that, cut it,
the cut off neck.
Yeah, yeah.
See, I think this has been a big problem lately is companies, in pre-orders, you vote with your wallet. What happens is they get your money and they don't care anymore. I, for one, was really, really waiting with my Phantom Pains. So many promises, so much content that was not released, and it's just a shame. I can say if Sony's done one good thing in the last year, was they picked up Kojima after Konami burned him.
But now Konami's coming out with that new MGS game, which follows literally nothing.
It doesn't exist.
I'm not. Why do you think they're even releasing this? Is it just like
Money grab. It's a money grab.
It's just money grab.
It's money because, they know people are starving for content. They know people love the franchise. They love Metal Gear. But we'll never get that again. I don't think we will ever get another Kojima-made Metal Gear Solid. And to be honest, I'm kind of okay with that. Because it's been a long run. I think it's okay to let some stories end. Rather than beat the money cow.
Yeah, but even then, like, there's still a lot of stuff that hasn't been solved, and I find it weird that people sell their ideas to these corporations only for the corporation to kick them off the project and then totally ruin the idea. I find that just this huge piece of irony, because you sell your idea to a company so that they can make it come to life, only for them to kick you off your own idea and then kill it.
Well, I think Kojima got the last laugh in the end. My headcanon is that the game we got was not the game he had in mind. I think he took his original story, turned it on its head. That's why it took longer, because he knew. Think about it. When you get fired from your average job, you see it coming. You're not a deer in the headlights. Like all of a sudden, you're canned. With big projects like this, and with how long he's been in the gaming industry, he knew it was coming.
Probably.
He knew it was coming. So what he did was, hey, here's your Metal Gear.
Whatever's left of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know. Kojima, hopefully you come out with something.
He'll have something.
It might not be Metal Gear.
He's still a genius in his own right. I'm pretty excited for Death Stranding.
I haven't heard of it, so I can't share that.
Well,
anyways, segue. We're done.